Hello class, welcome to another session of business studies class. And today our topic of discussion is functions of management. We have defined management as a process, and there it was mentioned that management is a process of 5 different functions. So the 5 functions of management are planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. Okay, these are the 5 functions of management: planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. And in this order the process of management takes place. So the first function, planning. Planning means to decide, isn't it? So it is deciding in advance what to do, how to do, or who will be doing it, or when it shall be done. So it is considered as the base of all the other functions. Without planning, all these other 4 functions of management will lead to nowhere. They will be served with no purpose without planning. So planning is considered as the base of all the other functions of management, or also it is called as the primary function of management, because planning, you decide in advance what and how to do it, or deciding in advance, it is bridging the gap, that is where you are and where you want to reach. So in planning, it is elaborately designing what we want to achieve, that is setting the organizational goals or organizational objectives, and to achieve those objectives, how shall we progress. So you have to plan various policies and strategies and procedures, so that we will be ready with what we have to be, what the organization want to achieve. The second function of management is organizing. Organizing means to arrange, for. So when organizing organizing function, it is mainly identifying and grouping of activities. That is, the management or the manager has to identify what are the various activities that has to be taken place in the organization. Also, those activities must be grouped. The activities which are interrelated to each other must be grouped together. That is by creation of various departments. If it is a big organization, then there will be many departments which will be created, and each of the department will be specialized as per their work. So again, among the various departments or various group of activities which have been created, for those activities to establish authority responsibility relationship is also function or task under organizing. With this organizing, we can say that it is creating an entire framework of the organization. To create a skeleton of the entire organization is the main function or the main task which takes place in organizing. The next function is staffing. Staffing, it is related to the employees of the organization. That is, in staffing, the manpower estimate is made. What will be the manpower required, and as per the requirement of the manpower is recruited and selected. The recruitment and selection of manpower takes place as per the various jobs, or as per the job requirement, or as per the suitability of the person who fits in the job. That is, finding the right person for the right job. That is staffing. And not just recruiting and selecting, but also providing training and development to the employees. As the employees have been selected, so time to time they must be trained in the in their work, and there has to be scope for their development in the organization. So it is like bringing the employees together and making them familiar with their work, assigning them duties, and making them comfortable with their workplace, and attending to their grievances or problems relating to their work. That is the function of staffing. Moving ahead, the next function of management is directing. Now, directing relates to mainly motivating, leadership, and communicating. Okay, so in directing, mainly you are leading them. You are leading the organization in the path of achieving the organizational objectives. That is, in order to achieve the organizational objectives, how the employees or the people in the organization has to take them forward. So this directing or taking the people forward is done by means of motivating them or by leading them, as a leader. And also there has to be proper communication within the organization. There has to be a communication network which shall be applicable. Otherwise there will be no interaction, and the information may be leading to confusion and total chaos. So directing relates to motivating, leadership, and communicating. So it is actually giving instruction or orders to the employees. Not just always you have to instruct or order them, but you have to communicate them, you have to observe them also. At the same time you have to guide them, so that all will be directed towards achieving the organizational goals. The fifth function of management is controlling. Now controlling relates to ensure that the task which has been planned are accomplished. We have to keep checking whether the organization is on the right track or not in the process of management. That is always the actual performance, or whatever has been achieved so far is compared with the plan, the master plan. And if there is any deviation, if we are moving away from what we have actually planned, or if we are falling short of what had to be achieved, then in such cases the follow-up action has to be immediately taken. The remedial measures have to be taken, or follow-up action should be taken in case there is any deviation from the plan. So that is the purpose of controlling, or the main function of controlling. So controlling ensures that the tasks have been accomplished as per our plan. So if that accomplishment is not achieved, then we have to see what is the deficiency. If the plan has not been achieved, or the target has not been achieved, then we have to see what are the deficiencies that has come in the process, and this will be going as a cycle. Again, once you know what are the deficiencies, so next time when you will plan, you'll try to rectify those deficiencies, or you will not repeat the same mistakes, and so on. The other functions will follow after planning. So that was